Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can Fly. Time to go to Pittsburgh, PGH 412. Let's get it!
Oh my goodness, Russ can fly.
Okay, so I couldn't pass up this opportunity to go see my mama. So I am flying to Pittsburgh. It is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at how beautiful that is. But yeah, it's absolutely bluebird. And the most important thing is over the mountains. That's what I'm always looking to see, what's happening over those mountains as we're going west, you know, especially past Harrisburg. That's a real important aspect, and a lot of times I've scrubbed so many flights on my way to Pittsburgh just because you get this mountain obscuration, and that can be a really bad day. So, but on a perfect day like this, I dropped everything, you know, and you just can't, I just gotta go see my mama. And you know what? I want to give her flowers and her cookies while she's still, you know, with me, you know. And to be completely honest with you and transparent, that's something I want to do as early and often as possible. So without further ado, I've got an estimated time of departure, and so I want to stay on time because Russ Can Airlines, we depart on time. So at any rate, without further ado, I've already pre-flighted Charlie. She's full fuel. My flight plan is already filed, all that kind of stuff. So just gonna pull Charlie out, fire up the engine, put in the frequencies, and we're gonna make magic happen. Let's get it. Okay, in the airplane, get this seatbelt on, get this engine fired up, get our frequencies all in, all that good stuff. And yep, I'm gonna be picking up flight following. I like to do that anytime I'm going to Pittsburgh, just in case anything happens. I'm already on frequency with an approach or departure, and I don't have any issues. So let me go ahead and go through my checklist, get this engine started, and I'll see you on the other side of that. And let's give it a couple of primes. Clear prop. All right. All right, so everything is looking good. So the first thing I want to do is put my flight plan here. Flight plan and
waypoint. Traffic with charger 1 Foxtrot and base for runway 5.
Okay, Alpha Golf Charlie. All right, so just getting the frequencies and stuff. This gives the engine oil enough time to heat up, get to good operating temperature. And I'm gonna see, because I'm pretty sure I have AGC in here. Just trying to save some paper. All right, so let's put it on here. So again, I'm still of the mindset that I like to have the frequencies written down and stuff like TPA, all that good stuff, so I can stay ahead of the plane and situationally aware. All right, and then the only other thing I want is I want Philly approach so I can pick up flight following. And I'm gonna try to start doing that pretty regularly now. Cool. All right, so let me go up and test my brakes, and then we'll do our run up. So one of the things I do is I just kind of let the plane creep forward, as you can see here. And then I just pull on the plates, make sure it's even, and then we're good. And then I'll just kind of let her go. All right, so we're just taxiing on out. And I'm gonna go over here, do my run up, and we will get on out of here. So you can see there's a lot of people up here doing stuff. It's a beautiful day, so there's a lot of people, a lot of students working in the pattern. And you know what, just in case they're coming across, I'm gonna taxi over here, because I see a lot of people do that. People taxi over here and then do their run up. So I'm gonna do the same thing, just in case that other airplane is coming across. All right, so I'm on the other side of my run up here, and we're gonna go ahead and creep on up and get ready for departure. Doylestown traffic, Cherokee 1541 Charlie. We'll be departing runway 5 out to the west, Doylestown. Fuel pump's on, landing light is on. All right, everything is looking groovy. HSI is turning, compass is turning, ball is opposite. All right, heels to the floor, full power. All right, engine instruments in the green, fuel
November
pressure.
728 Foxtrot Golf, turning left crosswind for only 5 now.
Airspeed is coming alive. And rotate. All right, let's take those pressures off. Everything is looking good. Doylestown traffic, Cherokee 1541 Charlie, left crosswind turn out to the west, last call, Doylestown. Good morning, Philly approach, November 1541 Charlie.
November 1541 Charlie, Philly approach squawk 0224.
0224 441 Charlie, and just off of Doylestown, 1600 climbing 8,500. Destination is Allegheny County, Alpha Golf Charlie, Piper Cherokee. That was a rough call.
November 1541 Charlie, roger. Radar contact 1 mile north of Doylestown. For now, just climb VFR to 4,500 and squawk 7172.
7172. All right, squawking 7172, and for now, climbing to 4,500 VFR for 41 Charlie. All right.
124.45, good day.
Fuel pump comes off, landing light comes off.
November 1541 Charlie, proceed on course.
Proceed on course for 41 Charlie. And just waiting for my needle to come in. All right, so we're climbing up, 1,000 to go. All right, landing light is off, taxi light is off, and we're 4 minutes into an hour.
November 41 Charlie, up higher for you in about 10 miles for traffic.
Roger that for 41 Charlie. All right, so we're just climbing on out. And man, it's perfect. Beautiful day. Look out there, not a cloud in the sky. Well, there's some clouds over there, but nothing to be concerned about at all. And so what I want to do on this, 200 to go. What I want to do on this flight is I'm going to hand fly it. I'm going to really try to keep my heading. Going to stay on my altitude. Really dial that in. And, you know, while hand flying. The other thing that I'm going to be trying to do is any corrections that I'm going to be making, just try to make small corrections with my rudders and not do too much there. All right, pitch, power, let's trim this out. All right, so let's see what my trim is looking like. Cool. Engine temperatures are looking good, and we are groovy, baby, groovy. You tell I'm a child of the 70s. We're groovy, baby. So this is just about heading and altitude. So how's everybody doing? I'm doing
33 Papa November,
fantastic.
0230.
Excited. I'm going to go see my mom. So this
Number 1541 Charlie, you start to climb VFR to 8,500 now.
All right, climb to 8,500 for 41 Charlie. All right, let's go. Mixture's going to go full ridge.
33 Papa November, your radar contact 2 miles southeast of Philly northeast.
Now, I've done 6,500 before, and that's not been a problem, but there wasn't a lot of room for error.
745 Alpha Kilo, contact
And so,
approach on 133.87.
what I'm really trying to do is give myself more space
133.87.
over those mountains. And so that's why I'm going up to 8.5. I've done 6.5, but my preference is 8.5, just to give myself more space over those mountains. And as you can see, I have her trimmed out nicely. She's climbing at VY at 87 knots. We're doing about 500 feet per minute.
Papa November, contact approach on 119.75.
And yeah, no, this isn't autopilot. And that's the other thing I'm trying to do is really
contacting approach on 119.75.
getting used to trimming Charlie out. So that way, if I need to do stuff, I'm not pulling the controls with me, and I'm not doing anything weird, you know, that kind of thing. And so really just trying to get on top of all of that kind of stuff as well. All right, engine temperatures are looking good. Everything is good. And I'm mixing my scan. I'm definitely mostly outside because this is still a VFR. But just trying to make sure I'm seeing what my heading and altitudes are doing. Now, since I'm climbing, it's a different kind of ball game, and it's interesting. So as I'm climbing, I'm burning 22 gallons an hour.
Philly approach, Skyhawk 705 Foxtrot with request.
And so you can see, climbing on up.
Philly, good morning. Vision Jet 565, Papa Charlie, VFR request.
Vision Jet.
Is that King Air 565, Papa Charlie?
Vision Jet.
I know it's a Vision Jet, sir, just off of Trent.
And like I said, this altitude that I'm climbing to, 8,005, just to give myself some more breathing room. That's all. In the event that I need some time to do something. And I'm just curious too,
November
like
1541 Charlie, contact New York approach on 132.2. Good day.
is that 132.2 for 41 Charlie?
41 Charlie for New York Center, 132.2.
32.2 for 41 Charlie. Thank you for your help. Approach November 1541 Charlie, 8,000, climbing 8,500.
1541 Charlie, New York, roger.
First time I got in New York.
250, 300 or greater.
All right, 200 to go for 8,500. And I think this is the highest I've been in Charlie.
Roger, good afternoon.
All right, just dialing everything in.
Meter 4857, it's on
Ooh, definitely feels cooler up here.
3007.
All right, just trying to dial it back in. So I'm currently 8,500, a little bit above.
609.
All right, so we are kicking butt, taking names. We're at 8,500. If you look out there, you can see Reading Airport. We're flying right over top of it.
349 cross,
and you can see
8,000. Roger that.
it's pretty clear out there. And like I said, trying to do some rudder stuff as opposed to using my ailerons to make these small corrections. Really trying to use my rudders. All right, so we are at 8,500 feet. I'm about 2,400, and kick that up a little bit. 2,400 RPMs. Let's see, we got a indicated airspeed of 103 knots. True airspeed 1119.
4177, descend on 14,000.
And ground speed of 116 knots.
That's 14,3007.
Little bit of a headwind. So just flying on out and just trying to make sure she's trimmed out and everything is good. I am on the right main. Gonna stay there for another 15 minutes or so and watching my altitude. Right on my heading, and it's funny to see Reading. And if you look over there,
Shed 349,
see that little brown looking patch over there? That's the mountains that I would normally use to fly into deck. All right, so we are 187 nautical miles away from our destination, and everything is wonderful. Oil pressure, oil temp, fuel pressure, all look good. All right, so one of the things I am curious about is, yeah, we won't be worried about that one area that has like a warning area. So I'm not gonna be too worried about that. And I'm just, periodically, you can see me taking my hands off the yoke.
Meter 4857, Potomac 1261.
Because that's the kind of thing I'm gonna be doing
Meter 4857.
when I, do different things in the airplane. Everything is lined up. So hopefully the camera can catch this and it's still on back there. But you can see everything is lined up with a diamond on top. And that's what we want. Now I'm a little off my
Meter 4834,
altitude.
contact Potomac 1261.
So let's correct for that.
Meter 4834.
And it feels like I'm going so much slower being higher. And that's the one thing you notice. All right, so it's almost like trying to be like in a car when you're just making fine adjustments. You're not yanking the wheel. So that's definitely what I'm trying to do. But it just feels so weird to feel like I'm flying so slow. But I'm going 123 knots over the ground.
About 5862, speed 250 knots.
Which is about 145, 150 miles per hour. So that's not bad, but it seems like I'm crawling. It's definitely a lot cooler up here too. Which is, I won't complain at all. Everything is looking good. I'm just listening because I know I'm going to be transferred to Harrisburg pretty soon. So I'm
154 Tango or 154 Charlie, contact New York 12002.
Center Shuttle 6178, sending out a flight level 202 for 180.
Shuttle 6178, roger, good afternoon. Cross Dayfix 12000, the altimeter 3007.
Okay, cross Dayfix 12000, Air Shuttle 6178.
Echo 50, contact Harrisburg 124.1, good day.
4441, Gecko 50, yep.
Brigade 3438, contact New York 12002.
Jump in now, Russ. Jump in now!
Over to 2002 441 Charlie. Thank you for your help.
1541 Charlie, are you on?
1541 Charlie is up, 8,500.
Thank you, sir. Altimeter 3007, maintain VFR, advise any altitude changes. Thank you.
3007, and we'll comply for 1 Charlie. So it's interesting, I got a frequency change, you heard that, right? And then as soon as it did that, somebody jumped right in, so I didn't get a chance to tell them that I confirmed the frequency change.
26.
And then you see I was over there and they were saying, are you over here? I'm like, yep, I'm here. So I think being at this altitude is what's putting me in these different airspaces, so I'm getting different approach controls, which is interesting. Fascinating. Because normally I would think I would be Harrisburg at this point, but I think New York is because maybe the altitude that I'm flying is kind of interesting, because I've never had these approaches before. Interesting. It's fascinating. That's one thing about flights. No flight is ever the same. It's always something different. Always something different. Alright, so look out at here, see all those mountains, those are the things that I'm always mindful of. Yeah, I want to correct, because they're going to be asking, okay, Charlie, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I'm correcting. Alright, I'm back at my altitude. But see out there, those mountains are like so awesome. Oil temp looks good, oil pressure looks good.
1541 Charlie, are you a VMC there?
Yes, visual, VFR, 441 Charlie.
Okay, very good. Can you go about 20 degrees to the left just to clear some restricted airspace?
20 degrees to the left, 441 Charlie.
Thank you. 7.
Alright, so you wanted me to go 20 degrees, restricted airspace. Alright, so that restricted airspace must be hot. Alright, so we're just flying on out. You can see right off my nose here, I believe that is...
1541 Charlie, you can resume on navigation, should be south enough of that restricted area now.
Alright, resume on navigation for 441 Charlie.
1541 Charlie, further advisors, contact New York 132.
Repeat for 41 Charlie.
41 Charlie, advisories on New York 132.2, 3220.
3220 for 41 Charlie, thank you for your help.
Bye.
Approach November 1541 Charlie, 8,500.
514 Charlie, New York Center, roger, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
180,
Alright, so I'm going up to Susquehanna here. I see Harrisburg Airport over here. And if you look down there, there's a bridge that goes over the Susquehanna River. That is the bridge that you go if you're going to Pittsburgh. So that is, I think, what is it called? 276 now? Yeah, you can see the Susquehanna River. That's that bridge. It's always crazy to see the bridge from here, knowing that I've traveled across that bridge so many times. Crazy. Yeah, so this is where it starts to get real mountainous. So if you look up the river here, you look out, you see how it starts to get really hilly. You stop seeing, you know, civilization, all that kind of stuff. That's the part where, you know, it's nice to have some altitude over that. And it's just cool to see Interstate 276 from 8,500 feet. All right, so what are we doing here as we fly over Harrisburg?
Jet 427, contact Washington Center 13415.
2435 on the TAC.
3415, expect Jet 427.
We've got
Jazz 869,
indicated 107, true airspeed 123, ground speed 121 over the ground. Burning 12.5 an hour. And I really am just so thankful to the good Lord
New York.
that
Air Shuttle 6013,
He's blessed me with this
1261.
way to go see my mom. One of the things that was on my radar screen when I learned to fly, when I thought about buying an airplane and all that kind of stuff, was doing exactly this. Being able to go see my mom for the day, hang out with her really quickly, and then come on back home and not spend, what, so it's at least 4.5 to 5 hours of travel time in the car. Here, I think it's about 2 going, 145 coming back. And so it just, the whole thing I can do there and back in the time that it takes me to drive there. And that's just a huge blessing. And, my mom is, we are a small and mighty family. Used to, so my maternal side, pretty big family, but on the Swan side, pretty small. So it's nice to be able to go out and see her. Plus, it's nice to go ahead and stretch my legs, get Charlie some good cross-country flying time.
I don't want to belabor this shift here, but this flight takes a dramatic shift. So as you can see, I'm still talking. I don't realize that my front camera has died some time ago. But the other thing is, if you look straight out, and I know it might be hard to see, but see how bright it looks on the horizon? Well, what ended up happening is this high pressure system in the Monongahela Valley, where Pittsburgh kind of sits, it went away. It actually ended up going to the north, and it allowed this cooler air to kind of come in. That allowed for this rapid development of clouds over the Pittsburgh area. And so at one point when I looked at my ForeFlight, because I started seeing all these clouds, I'm thinking, what the heck is going on? I saw that it was marginal for Allegheny County, and immediate was like, nope, seen this movie played before, we are diverting.
All right. So we're here out of Tuna. I'm going to get some fuel. And yeah, the clouds got crazy. I don't know. I mean, it just, sometimes this weather reports are just, just kind of fascinating, but made it here to Altoona. All right. Well, yeah, people, this was a bust. But you know what? Sometimes this happens. So I'm sorry, Mama, I couldn't get to you, but I will be trying again. So anyway, Russ can fly. Russ can't get to Pittsburgh. Those stupid mountains. I'm telling you, that weather over those mountains are just crazy. So anyway, I'm out of here. I'll get some fuel, head back to Philly. All right. Peace.
Oh my goodness, Russ can fly.